Service dogs, let's get into it. We keep getting calls from people who want their dogs to become service dogs. The reasons vary from the 100% legitimate to the completely full of shit. We get both. We get a lot of it. We get a lot of the latter. But anyway, so what does it take for your dog to become a service dog? Let's get into this. First, your dog, you must have a disability. Step one. It can be mental. You can get a doctor's note. It can be physical. It can be obvious or not obvious. None of that matters as long as there is a disability present. Two, your dog must provide a task. So what is a task? A task means the dog physically does something for you. It picks up an object. It creates a barrier. It alerts somebody they're about to have a seizure, or their blood sugar is low. Those are all examples of legitimate service dogs doing legitimate things. Your dog making you feel good as you walk around life with, basically, there are people who use their dogs like the little snow cloud over Olaf's head, wandering around so he doesn't melt because they're snowflakes. Yeah, we get a lot of that too. There's a way of making emotional support dogs, service dogs. However, let's not confuse them for the time being. There are people who really need emotional support dogs, and there's people who just like it because they haven't really learned to deal with reality. So what does it take for an emotional support dog, or more importantly, a service dog, to become a service dog? And that is, you have a disability. I'm going to say it again. You have a disability. The dog provides a task for you. It does something physical for you, or things for you, to make it all work. And the dog must be under control. So under control, under distractions, the dog must be absolutely listen no matter what's going on, and be housebroken. So the dog walks into the store, walks into the airport, walks in wherever, and goes to the bathroom on the floor. Not a good thing. That's not really what a service dog does. Can it happen? Yeah, but does it happen all the time? No. There are people who have zero control over their dogs claiming they're service dogs. They put a vest on them, they slap a funny little looking patch, none of which is required. So vests are not required. Patches are not required. Identification is not required. In some ways, the people who are more tuned into this know that that's kind of a red flag for some people, some dogs. And there's big organizations on obviously that, but the way the ADA has this set up is you can train your own dog. You don't have to have a dog professionally trained. The dog just have to meet those requirements, and as long as they do that and you can do it yourself, that's cool. No problem with that. So dog trainers cannot christen your dog a service dog. And if they do, they're lying. So you can christen your dog a service dog if the dog meets the requirements, but they cannot. So what does it take? It takes for the dogs to have the right behaviors, for you to have the need, and then you can do that. If you want to make yourself happy and go buy a vest and all this stuff, have at it. Go to you. People understand it more. It's placating the uninformed, and that's absolutely fine. There's a place for that in this society. So if you have a service dog, make sure they're well trained. Are people allowed to ask you questions about the service dog? They are. There's certain things they can ask. There's certain things they cannot ask. We'll post that. But the ADA has, American Disabilities Act, the ADA online has a lot of information about this, or enough information where you can really get into it. So for the people who keep asking, how do I make a dog a service dog? Have the need, have a well-trained dog, have a dog that's housebroken, have a dog that's trained well under distractions, and a professional trainer. So we've had people reach out to us for that. We can provide the obedience. We can and will provide the public access training. That is legitimate and ethical. Why is it legitimate and ethical? Because even if the person is completely full of shit, public access training and obedience around heavy distractions is good for every dog out there. 100% of the dogs should have that if possible. Or it's good for them to have that. So if a dog listens under heavy distractions in public and can handle buses and all that other stuff, great, perfect. That's great job. That's what we want to do. So as trainers, we can provide that for you. Most obedience trainers are not providing the christening, or whatever it is, Star of David, to make your dog a service dog. So chew on that. If you have any questions, reach out, ask more questions, because I'll answer in this format. This way it helps more people. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching.